viewers, you are watching QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Asuri Balde. I am back again with the whole team in the studios. Not the whole, but half of the whole. You know, a chunk of the whole. Not everybody. The only persons that I am with in the studios, it's Julde Njai and Mr. Adidrame. Wagwan, Mr. Ade.
Big things are going.
Big things are going.
Yes.
Nothing they go on.
Nothing they go on.
Not no go on. Not no go on.
Our patwa is patwaing.
Good morning, Valde. Good morning, Mr. Ade, and to our viewers from wherever they're watching us. It's always good to be back in this platform and to share it with Balde and Mr. Ade.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And it's always lovely. I seem to have become a fixture here now. You know, I think I've only missed one day in the last 2.5 weeks or so. So very unusual. But the unusual is becoming the usual. But I enjoy it.
It's telling you how viewers are demanding for Mr.
I'm not sure it's anything to do with that.
It's
you know,
telling you
for
how
example, if somebody's car breaks down and they can't make it, they'll say, Mr. Ade, can you come to the... I'm naming no names.
You are the substitute.
I'm naming no names. You know.
Mr. Ade, let sleeping dogs lie.
Okay,
Well,
sleeping dog.
yesterday I couldn't
Sleeping dog
I mean,
lie.
I couldn't make it to work. I mean, yeah.
So I named no names.
Yes, I don't know whose car you're talking about, but for me, there was a car that broke down and I couldn't get to work. So
That's cool.
yes, on the program, we will take a look at the code. From the code, then we will take a look at stories making headlines or headlines making stories as well.
Stories
Then
making
we'll
headlines.
talk to the Scorpion Fans Club as well. They'll be in the
Oh,
studios.
there's Scorpion Fan Club, is there?
Yes.
In Gambia, everybody says Fans Club. Of course, it's Fan Club. But
Fan.
we're speaking Gambian
Yeah,
English, so
fans
it's Fans
Club.
So it's Fan Club.
Yeah,
It's always Fan Club.
maybe the reason why they try to pluralize it is because you have a lot of people
Oh,
in
of course. I know.
know,
But
number.
all over the world, in the
It's
English-speaking world, it's Fan Club until I came to Gambia and I started hearing
Yeah, we
Fans
don't have
Club.
to speak the way other people
No,
speak.
Gambia has its own
We
English.
have our own English language.
It's true. Gambia
Just
has
like
its own
how
English.
Nigeria has their own.
Nigeria, Ghana, Salon, you know, we all have our own English, and Gambia definitely has its own. Yeah.
Viewers, I mean, yesterday was my birthday, you know.
We mentioned it. They know.
Yeah,
You won't say
so
about
I didn't see my gifts,
we wish-
and I'm
Happy
still,
belated birthday.
I'm still looking forward to gifts.
And just
You
so the
can send.
viewers,
I have Ajib account number. I have
Yeah.
GT Bank account number.
cool.
And even Q money.
And Q money.
And Q
Yes.
money. And
So-
Q money.
Yeah, I mean, just so the viewers know, I accused him that he manufactured this story about a car breakdown because he didn't want to buy cake for the whole office yesterday. But he's back today, so we're not going to let him off. So, you know.
Julie,
Yeah.
and you know, today it's another big birthday. Our able
Absolutely.
producer, our own Aliu Jalo, our
His Excellency.
our director,
The big boss,
yes,
as he is known.
Aliu Jalo, head of QTV's camera department.
Yes.
Happy birthday, brother.
We wish him a very happy birthday and many, many more.
Yes,
And
to
many,
come.
many more.
With
Yeah.
good health, long life, progress, peace.
May he get to
and
95.
Please,
Allahumma
and
ameen.
add prosperity, please. Because, you know,
Yeah.
long life
Without
without
prosperity.
health and prosperity
Absolutely.
can be a strain. So good health and prosperity with the long life, inshallah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So,
And even Sabamendi, today is her birthday as well.
Oh, Eliza.
Yeah, Eliza Sabamendi, we wish you a happy birthday.
She's one of our
Muhammad was-
camera operators, in
Yeah.
case the viewers are wondering who's Saba Mendy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, live lavish, girl.
all right.
Yeah,
so,
so-
Julie,
So what's on the menu?
So, we are going straight to our African proverb. I'm not sure if it is an African proverb. It says, believe you can, and you are halfway there. Believe you can, and you are halfway there. I think it's direct.
Yeah, it's direct. It's one of these things where if you have a positive mindset when you set out to do a task, it's like the task is almost half completed. But if you go into it with a kind of negative mindset, then you will find it as a chore. So if you see something in front of you, don't see it as a challenge or an obstacle. don't see it as an obstacle, rather. See it as a challenge and something that you can conquer. And as they think I can't do this, or this might be difficult. No, it's not difficult. I'm going to do it. So yeah, it's good to set out with that, to approach it even before you start the task. And I guess that's why it says you're halfway there, because you're not setting out with a negative mindset. So yeah, I think it's direct. But you're right. I'm not sure it's an African proverb.
No, it's a quote.
It doesn't say where it's from, but it could be from Basse.
It's a general saying.
Could be a Basse saying, but Basse Boyo is here. He can tell us whether it's a Basse.
Should we call them is it not an idiomatic expression?
It could be.
Is it a colloquialism?
It could be either of the above.
Julda is laughing. You forgot about colloquialisms already.
No, I don't.
And she's
I
not
like
long
the fact
out
that
of
Balde
school.
keeps
That is,
reminding
he remembers his school days. It's good. You haven't forgotten what you learned at school.
Absolutely.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. Yeah. But what's your take on it?
Well, it's telling you, it's about belief. It's about motivating you. It's telling you can do it. It's telling you move on. Never limit yourself to a certain level. So I think it's a direct proverb, as we said. So Julia, what about you?
Yeah, believe in your potential to grow, explore, like I always say. When you believe in yourself, you're halfway there. It takes a lot to believe in yourself. Oftentimes, we don't achieve certain things because we don't have the belief, we don't have the confidence within us to actually explore. We think that we cannot do it. But trust me, you'll be surprised as to how far you can go in life if only you believe in yourself. It only takes you to believe in yourself and then do certain things in life. And then you'll be amazed with yourself. So, let us remove that fear factor, out of us and then explore. Don't be afraid to fail. I mean, if you are afraid to fail, it's like you're planning to fail. Always explore. Failure, it's part of life, but once you fail, you pick from that, pick up the pieces and then move on. Once you fail in something, I believe that it's a learning point. You are not a failure, but it's a learning point. You already learned so much from that, and the next project will be bigger and better. So let us always strive to explore and realize our potential along the line.
Yeah, I think having a positive mindset is a very good thing. And you're right, because none of us in life can say that we've succeeded at everything we've done. But the fact that you might have failed at something shouldn't stop you from seeing the next thing as something that you can achieve or a challenge that you can conquer or overcome. So you're right, and I think that, half of the battle is up here. And if you've started with a kind of positive outlook, the world is your oyster.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes, so viewers will take a break, and after the break we'll come back here. Be reminded, these are our sponsors. I mean, Mr. Ade, I'll give you the honor to take us through the sponsors.
Well, I have Olinda, pure Ceylon tea, and I was making the joke yesterday, you weren't here, as to why do we still refer to it as Ceylon tea.
While the name was already changed.
Ceylon is no longer called Ceylon. Ceylon is now called Sri Lanka. But the tea, both here and in the rest of the world, they still refer to it as Ceylon tea. We have cow milk, and that version here is it's the full cream, but they do have
semi-cream.
They have semi-skimmed and skimmed, and you have Lido, the coffee. I'm a coffee drinking person, and you have Olinda there, the gold tea, thé d'or, golden tea. So yeah,
I love it. I just mixed coffee and milk this morning.
Okay, cool.
And I like the taste.
Excellent.
Good. And at some point too, I give some people a strip of coffee, each. So they share their experience. You mean
one of these sachets?
Exactly.
Okay.
So they share their experience with me. They said it's
lovely.
It tastes very good.
There you are.
Yeah.
So this is what is referred to as product placement. For those who are wondering why it's here, these people are sponsoring this show, and if you would like to have your products displayed similarly, get in touch with us.
Yeah. All right. So we'll be right back after this break. We'll be back.
Kiusel moy suñu boss. Kiusel moy suñu boss. Kiusel moy suñu boss. Soru. Go, Ebeda da full network, Suda Tilly, QCell. Ni lafta Diamala Wati Jamala Mune Diata, QCell. Most reliable network, Jumala Geta Wati, QCell. Wo quality man yon soda jam, Panama ke QCell. Hanibe Wuloni Farola Kono Walante Bebakona Jala Fayola, network o se Taria, QCell, Sunibus. Yofinjaka in the 3G, New Delu Taxi 4G Plus, and now we bring you 5G. 5G. First and only 5G provider. Itella follow Adi Doron Nesa Keno. Gambia Bela Nyon Tower Fele QCell. Ko Fasunta Buka Busi QCell. Itella Multi Milka Kukutol Nati Gambia QCell made a lori la Kiliano Yele Imanina Amanda Wala Itella quality dealer Daddy Mai Dele Silo Wala Wodol Mume Be Kenoma. QCell Sunibus QCell Sunibus QCell Sunibus QCell Sunibus. When next one of the Bambandi QCell Sunibus. QCell most innovative QCell Sunibus.
Thank you very much. You are watching QTV this morning. Welcome back. And to all our viewers from around the world, those that watch us from the United States of America, I am, pleased to know they watch us from Ohio.
Oh, good.
New York City as well.
Okay. So hi to Ohio.
Not forgetting our viewers in Birmingham.
Birmingham in England,
Manchester
and London
as well. You have brother Mustafa
London, England.
in Manchester.
We have sister Angela in London.
They view us even in the Leeds.
Absolutely, even Qatar.
What do you mean even?
Even in the Leeds.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know,
love it.
we're global.
Yeah.
Hey, behave.
When I watched one of our Guinea-Conakry viewers sent me a message over the weekend. I mean, he's been sending me messages, but he watched me from a very remote village in Guinea-Conakry called Yembering.
Mali Yembering.
Buria. The village is called Buria, but it's in Mali Yembering.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So it's kilometers away.
It's small.
You know, so it's a very. I wasn't expecting because the reason why I said I wasn't expecting they watch our program from that village. I used to live with people from that village when I was in Basse.
Right.
So the way they expressed how far
was.
their village was, and at the same time how small the village was.
Yes.
I was surprised to know.
Caucas people.
Now we are sitting here and people are watching us from those villages.
It's
and I receive calls, especially if I'm on Weltare.
Okay.
You know.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, I'm told in Guinea-Conakry, well, if I go there, I'm known like the way I'm known in the Gambia.
Oh, is that right?
So I'll take you along.
Mr. Weltare.
I'm making impact in Guinea-Bissau while I'm in the in Guinea-Conakry while I'm in Gambia. So we'll go to Guinea-Conakry. We are coming.
I have relatives there that I've never met. My father's relatives live there. He used to go and visit them when I was young, but kind of lost touch with them now, so I don't even know where to find them. But they lived in Conakry, not in a remote place at all. Yeah. So yeah. So yes. So shall we get on to what's making the news around the world?
So we have a communique from ECOWAS, and they are also expressing concern, about the situation in Senegal, and they are calling for calm from individuals, and they are calling for, advising people to stay away from issuing statements or making remarks that would really, contravene the country's constitution, and also to ensure that there is peace in the country.
Yeah.
Know that since last week, Senegal have been experiencing a little bit of unrest.
Yes,
since the president made a statement that he's going to postpone the elections, which was supposed to be this month.
25th of this month.
Yeah, 25th of this month. So since then, there has been
unrest.
Clashes between the people, citizens, and then the police force. And then we have seen politicians coming on board against it. And it went up to the parliament where, they voted that it should be shifted till December of this year.
The parliamentary vote was interesting.
It was.
Because some opposition politicians were manhandled out of the chamber.
Chambers, Africa.
And what was even more strange about the vote was that the bill that was placed in front of the Parliament National Assembly asked for the postponement till August. And yet, at the end of the session, it was extended to December the 15th. So that, again, caused a lot of consternation. There's been internet shutdown. Any broadcast media that shows the riots is shut down. So it's a very disturbing picture that's emerging in Senegal. And Julia, you said something off air. I could say it or you could say it, but about African presidents. That many of them, they end up tarnishing what would otherwise be a good legacy. And I think Macky Sall definitely is about to do that. He's about to tarnish his legacy. People had praised him for all sorts of things, even for deciding not to contest the election. Because if you look at the letter of the law, when the new law came in about presidential term limits, it was not retrospective. So he could have stood had he wanted to. And he joked, he even said that if I wanted to, and then eventually he made the announcement that he wasn't going to contest. And people praised him for that, the AU, ECOWAS, and others. And now he's done this. And Malik Kar was here yesterday, and he said, what's his end game? What's his game plan?
Motive, absolutely.
What's the motive? Nobody can quite fathom out. I know he said there are investigations, and PDS, Karim Wada's party, had asked for a postponement because now France has released him from his French citizenship, so he can't contest. And that was one of the reasons why he was not listed amongst the 24 who, there was the Electoral Commission put out a picture of the 24 who were going to contest, and he wasn't among them. Because they said, he had dual citizenship and he couldn't contest. But now he doesn't have dual citizenship, he only has Senegalese citizenship. And he had asked for a postponement. So for him it works out well, because he can now challenge the decision by the Electoral Commission to bar him from standing. But to go back to this, ECOWAS communique, I'm not into reading whole communiques at all, but it does say that in these trying times for the country and the region, they urge stability and law enforcement agencies to exercise utmost restraint. On my way in this morning, I heard that Usman Sonko's lawyer was alleging that 200 people had been arrested in the disturbances. And ECOWAS end by saying they will continue to monitor the unfolding events and make all necessary steps to support the government and people of Senegal. But yeah, it's sad. Senegal had this reputation until recently for being peaceful, for being stable, for being a bastion of democracy in West Africa, a region that has so many coups d'etats. One of the few countries in our region that has never had a coup d'etat. So, that stability, that record, that reputation is in danger of being tarnished.
Absolutely.
Both that of the country and of the individual president. Yeah.
So that's my main concern here. When you look at the situation of Senegal, I mean, they got a clean record when it comes to handing over power peacefully. So extending the duration for the presidential election can really cause a lot of troubles.
It has
within
already
this time.
started.
Well, it's already started, as Julia said.
Yeah, but these little problems can instigate a bigger thing.
It's true, and that bigger thing could be a coup d'etat.
A coup d'etat.
I mean, we're in West Africa. Let's not pretend. And one of our colleagues, I won't name him, thinks that it would never happen in Senegal. And I said, I'm of the generation that always said it would never happen in Côte d'Ivoire until it happened in December 1999. So let's not say, there's nothing that's definite. Côte d'Ivoire had been this very stable, calm place until then. Houphouët-Boigny had been president for how many years, 30 odd years, and the place seemed stable. And then now, I'm not sure Côte d'Ivoire has ever recovered from that. you know, and that's what tends to happen. You know, something unforeseen happens, like that coup, and then that's it. It just, you know.
Exactly. So, elder statesman MC Cham arrested with pistol, released on bail.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the circumstances are, where this arrest happened. Was he on the streets, at home, or in a public place? Does he have a permit for a pistol? I'm not sure what the laws are in the Gambia.
On pistol?
On people owning a pistol. We're not America, where you can go into a supermarket, you can buy your bread there and buy your pistol and your ammunition right next to it. In fact, I'm not sure any country in Africa is like that. So we tend to have very strict rules about who can own a gun. But I'm not sure what the law is.
Yeah, even in America now, I think they are putting a control mechanism.
No, they are not.
People
want there to be.
No, you cannot just buy a gun and get it on the spot. You need to buy a gun today. Maybe they'll deliver it in 2 weeks.
No.
Just
this morning, there's a story breaking that a mother has been sentenced to 15 years imprisonment because at Christmas herself and her husband went and bought a gun for their 15-year-old son, and a few days later he went to the school and shot and killed 4 of his schoolmates. Guns are easy to buy in America. That's not true. People have been fighting against the very thing you're talking about, that you have to wait and so on. If I want a gun today, I can get a gun today. If I want it this minute. And it differs in various states, but to bring a blanket ban about checks and so on, people are 100% against it.
I think they should have maintained, that rule of getting a gun for maybe if you buy it today, you get it for 2 weeks. Maybe you have
it's never been
one or two things with a person and you rush to the shop, buy a gun and come and gun the person down.
That is America, sadly. I mean, what you're talking about is what people would like to see and what is being proposed. But it's never been the case that, because you might need it now. If your life is in danger and you think you need a gun for protection, somebody's going to tell you to wait for 2 weeks. It's never happened. And it never, people have been suggesting that should happen, but it's never been the case in America. Certainly not.
They just allow guns to be rampant in their city.
Which is why they have more gun deaths than anywhere else in the world for all the noise that they make. They have more mass killings than any country in the world. But there's a very strong, what they call a gun lobby, National Rifle Association, NRA. Very strong, very powerful, very rich. They take out adverts. They campaign against politicians who are anti-gun ownership and make sure they're defeated at elections. And so, they have a lot of support from some, but it's been turning around, but not fast enough. So yeah, so I mean, to go back to this one, we're not sure what the situation is regarding the gun, the pistol that he's been. But do you want to read something else?
The situation in Gaza.
Gaza
Hamas responded positively to the truce deal.
It depends. Qatar is saying that Hamas has responded positively. The Israelis don't see it that way because of the demands that they claim Hamas are making, that about 700 prisoners who the Israelis allege have been responsible for killing Israelis are amongst the people that Hamas want released. And of course, any politician who does that in Israel will probably lose the next election. So I'm not sure how positively should be read in that particular case. As we speak, is it 27,000 allegedly dead?
27,587.
There you go.
While for that of the Israeli side, it's 1,139.
Yeah, most of those were at the time of the October 7 attack. Yes. But subsequently, they issued a statement yesterday saying 31 of the hostages had died while in captivity. Nobody said how they died, whether they were killed by their captors or killed because there have been instances where the Israelis have attacked somewhere and even some of their own people have ended up being killed. So it's a very messy situation. But I don't think anybody's getting too excited that peace is around the corner. I think it's a long way away.
Yeah, it is.
Because amongst one of the demands that Hamas are making is that Israel should, having destroyed Gaza, should pay for its reconstruction, because Israel's not going to support that. So when you talk about positive, I'm not sure how positive that is. Yeah, so I think you take that with a pinch of salt. But yeah.
Well, I'd like to share something. Someone sent me a message, I think since last week. He said we should discuss this on the program. I don't think it's a topic that we can discuss.
Okay.
He said, I mean, there are normally it's a large home whereby most of the people leave their village and come to their house. You understand? For school,
Right.
you know, maybe to search for work.
Okay.
But he felt his parents, they take good care of those people better than their own kids. So he said
they
that
sound
is
like my parents. Those parents sound exactly like my
that is really
parents.
confusing him. He doesn't understand. Sometimes the way they treat those people, the way they take care of them, he questioned whether he is actually a son to those people.
Yeah, it's, you know, sometimes you can have
I don't
parents
understand.
like that, but you still have to love them. I mean, my parents, when we were growing up, they made sure we had everything. But, you know, when I was a child, money that I thought I should get to go and buy the latest toys or the latest gadgets, I would see them go and give a family or 10 families to pay for school fees, to buy books for their children. I resented it at the time, I have to say. But as I grew older, I realized why they were doing it. Because we had every comfort at home. There was nothing we wanted that we didn't have. And my father used to say to, have you ever come to me and asked for a book? And have you heard me refuse? And so those parents sound like my parents. And, you know, I meet some of those people who are now, some of them diplomats. One of them was once a government minister, and he told me, I didn't even know.
Oh.
He said, your father paid my school fees.
Ah,
I never knew.
that's such a beautiful feeling.
Yes,
It is,
you
it
know,
is.
so I think this person should
That's
just,
what he said. I told him, look, I mean,
they're
come
trying
on.
to teach you
Sure.
a life lesson by
Absolutely.
doing that. You should ask the person, are there things that you want that you're not getting? Because you might see your parents sort of lavishing attention on other people to the exclusion of yourself. But look at it in the broader, you know, those people have come without, there's a reason why your parents are treating them like that. They want them to feel at home.
Absolutely.
They want them to feel welcome. So, yeah.
And
just-
it's always different
Just-
from those that are coming. It's different. It's difficult to leave your family and come to other people's family. I mean, with the slightest of things, you feel neglected,
yeah.
you know, as an individual. So it's only normal that they're showing more love, not showing more love, but also
showing
they're
love to
trying
you.
to,
Yes.
to those people.
Yes,
But it doesn't really mean that they are showing more love. Or
It might
they love
seem
those
like that
people.
to your children, that you're showing
Absolutely.
more love, but
Yeah,
they're
but
not necessarily.
Naturally,
They're
I
showing the
mean,
love that they would have
Yeah.
for their own children. So I think that person should embrace and congratulate their parents
for doing that.
for doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he or she should learn to accept other people. I mean, to be more compassionate. I mean, as individuals, because nobody knows tomorrow.
Yeah,
Today it might be you. Your parents are taking care of other people. You don't know who is going to take care of your own children or even you.
Of you.
So
yeah.
I mean, this is life,
True.
and we ought to be careful.
yeah,
how
I
we
think
do
these are lessons that everybody
Absolutely.
should learn.
But I'm
And
glad the person sent that message. It's
Yeah.
an interesting
Yeah,
one.
It is, it is.
It's
It's-
good
it's-
that we
yeah.
we sometimes live that way. Your parents are trying to send a signal.
Yeah.
Sometimes this is the way they should teach you to accept
people.
and accommodate
This is
people.
it. And, you know, there are different ways of teaching people. And it doesn't always mean you have to sit people down and say, do this, do that, I'm writing on a board. No, the way they live their life and the way they treat people is a lesson to you. And they're giving you that lesson without spelling it out in so many words.
Miss Ade, I've learned to teach my kids something. I've learned to teach them you don't get money for free. You don't get things for free. Even if my 3-year-old baby asks for, now they ask for $5. Your small baby will come tell you, Dad, give me $5. So
They
even if
learned
it's a
it from the
kettle,
dad. Yes.
I will tell him, go and bring water. If you bring water,
Right.
I'll give you $5.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So you teach them, you don't earn for free, or they'll be
yes.
used to free money.
Yes.
Although their father is used to free money.
Because it's like there's a saying that if you don't teach your children that like that, they grow up they grow up knowing the cost of everything and the value of nothing.
Nothing.
And so it's right. You know, yes, things cost, but things also have a certain intrinsic value.
Exactly.
So yes,
absolutely.
yeah.
You know.
But that's an interesting one.
So, Mr. Ade, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
We're about to leave you.
Yes. Well, I'm about to leave you, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You're about to throw me out, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be talking to the Scorpion Fans Club. I think they are already in the studio.
Okay.
You know, ready to rock and roll. Tell us what they
get up
from,
to.
Yes, from Ivory Coast and
Yes.
the way forward as well.
Yes, as we watch other teams, the semi-finals are today. Should be interesting.
What are teams playing?
Nigeria versus South Africa is the first game at 5 o'clock. And then Cote d'Ivoire, big one, against DR Congo.
What a game.
Both of them fantastic games in prospect. And all 4 teams that are still in it are former winners of this competition. So none of the small teams are there in the semi-finals. So yeah, it's interesting.
I just felt bad. Our neighbors are out, Senegal. I mean,
did you feel bad at the time?
No, I didn't feel bad before, but now I'm feeling bad they're out. Yeah, so we'll be right back after the break. No, Gambia is beautiful. Gambia is lovely. I'm so proud to be a Gambian.
The smiling coast.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, the Scorpion Fans Club, you made me to feel fulfilled, to feel at home. This is beautiful. Thank you so much.
It is really. When you look at our flag, and I was telling Balda that I love the flag. It's unique, it's beautiful, and it represents Africa. It represents peace. This is the smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia.
Definitely.
Anyway, Balde, we said thank you so much for inviting us in this program today. My name is Seydi Cisse, the PRO of the National Scorpion Fans Club. Anyway, we are back again to say bravo to Gambians, bravo to National Scorpion Fans Club, and then bravo to the players, to the team also. Yeah, I'm here with my colleagues.
Oje?
Yeah, Jerejef Balde, we really appreciate the time. I'm being invited to talk about football and support our nation. For me, that's the most important thing. All of them, they were can amulu rutsariu, bugasiru tam si jamu yala. So, we are here for National Scorpion Fans Club in South.
Yes.
I know you shared a snippet of, what was happening in Ivory Coast, but kindly tell us your experiences, while you were in Ivory Coast.
Wow, we just said Yamoussoukro. Yeah, Yamoussoukro is a very nice state whereby that is where we the Gambian base, and then both the journalists, with the fans, with some delegates who were with us, and then the player also. But it was nice. It's just that it is too short. We wanted to stay longer, yeah, but unfortunately, the man purpose got desired. So that's the point where we stop, and then. But it's a nice country, though. It's a nice country. We enjoyed staying there. And then before we go further, we have to thank the government for at least providing that service to the National Scorpion Fans Club. We have to thank the NCC. And then QCell also. We have to say bravo to QCell. So in Q Group. Sunyu boss, because they have did it all. Mohamed Jah, the CEO, we said thank you so much, because he has shown the world that yes, Gambian can do it. By at least not even giving us a token before we left, but at least over there also after Gambia-Senegal game, Mohamed Jah was so happy that he have to give each fan who was there at least 50 euro.
Wow.
So at least we said
50
bravo.
euros.
Bravo to Q Group. And then he also shows us at least a leadership role, which I will never forget. Because since we arrived at Yamoussoukro airport, instead of CEO to leave, he and the minister, Bakari Baji, were saying, hello, sir. They were there waiting for us to prepare everything. All our materials were intact before we left to the hotel. So it's like they were never in a hurry. Their car was there before our boss was even there. But they have to wait until everybody departure, then they follow the convoy. So we are saying bravo to them. We were so happy to Mohamed Jah. Yes. We are so happy to the minister and all the delegates.
Well, Mr. Cisse, we are not surprised. I mean, it's just you are telling us again, but we know the kind of a leader that we have. Leadership, you need to live it. You need to be a leader. And, fortunately for everybody, we got a leader like Mohamed Jah. So, I am not surprised. Those are the things that happen there.
And again, he even sent, is it Ibrahim Mamane?
Chief,
yeah, to come and see the fans, how we were living at Yamoussoukro. The hotel was so nice. We have a very nice hotel that, nobody disturb us. We have our securities. Bro, we enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Wow. So, now you want to OJ, celebration with fee.
Well, definitely, didn't say thanks to QCell parce que mënon nañu wone do leen use suñ space. Depuis buñ leen bindé né we want to use the space. Definitely jox nañu ko am rek dañ fi mëne yëngal né fi am rek meg nañ ambiance am rek. Dan tax ñu bari dé bayako seen bërepp yi ñoo fi ñu pour sétan ci game fokk na né lool non it's definitely make a big impact ba paré emuñ fofu non suñ période ñu daan jox transport bi nga xamné ñu transport suñ sabar yi ak am rek fay ay sabar ak so mu nekk li nga xamné ñu ko rafetlu bu baaxa baax ci yeen ki groupe bi parce que jox ngeen ñu airtime so dañ fi daan nekk on ayu dialogue so foog naa ne loolu yëpp those are things yi nga xam ne ñun duñ ko fàtte for the first time National Scorpion Fans Club am lu war a mel nii am nga so mu nekk li nga xam ne ñu ngi ko rafetlu bu baax a baax daal di leen wan ne am nga ngaaca ngaala man bi baax na foo leen ko téye foofu la gis nañ seen taxawaay si Gambia so foog naa ne Q TV bu mu ñëwee ba pare Q groupe bi bu mu ñëwee ba pare boo ba léegi yokkute bu mag a mag la fii si biir réew mi nañ daw yaa ngi seen liggéey am nga so ñun boo leen ñu joxee di chances pour ñu ñëw display am nga rek parce que fans yëpp mënuñoo dem everybody can go but ñun ñu fi desoon ñoo fi nekkoon doon rek la fii nii am nga rek with the help of Mamadou Bari I think ne am nga rek things dem na smoothly games su jotee after second half we are giving our refreshment ndox yeeg yooyu noonu so nekk na li nga xam ne apprécié nañ ko bu baax a baax definitely we seen a big thanks to Q.
dëgg la waaw xam nga comme nuñ ko dee waxee rek gis nga Qcell Q group suñu boss la ñun always suñ name bi ñun ñoo ko moom so dañ believe ne ñun anything li nga xam ne def nañ ko si réew mi fii rek loolu fii la moo des understand nga tey suñ supporté Scorpion Fans Club bi suñ boppa lañ ko defal bro naa la waxal dara kenn du mun a jógee si biti mu ñëw mu support ñu ñun ñoo mun a jóg ñu supportante pour ñu mun a dem understand nga so I believe this will be a win-win situation and it's going to be a continuous relation su soobee yàlla
Balde I think National Scorpion Fans Club bu ñu nekkee fale tamit we try to at least market Qcell bëgguñ rek xam nga ngeen dugal koppar si ñun itam ñu dem toog rek relax no we try to at least take the name of Qcell into another level in so xoolee am na videos yi nga xam ne yéen a ngi ko doon play just recently t-shirt yi fu ñu ko sole woon we call it Ngonali Qcell whereby we invite some TV station like Ivory Coast TV station were there and then Guinean TV station was there also with our Senegalese counterpart, the Fans Club of Senegal, they also came and then joined us. You know, new organizer Qcell lu neex lu nga xam ne ngoon before it was so lively xam nga waa yam sukoro yëpp ñëw nañ xam nga rek seetaan bugg a xam ñii lan lañ doon organise ñu itam ñu xamal gars yi ne su ñëw bi fii at least ñii dool nañ ñu tuuti understand ñu itam su ñëwee fii dañ leen war a yokkal dara xam nga rek ñu make a business for them and then at the same time si day of the game first game that's Gambia and Senegal National Scorpion Fans Club dañ def lu nga xam ne musuta am mooy ñu jël we all know how CAF are they are so strict when it comes for advertisement waaye dañ jël this t-shirt we put it on boo ñu demaa moom parce que stadium bi sax boo balaa game bi di door because ñun suñoo support we always put on our uniform that's the red white blue white green but before game bi di door we make sure ñu ngi sol lii ñu génnee lii xam nga rek this is the mind that luñ doon use pour wanal askan bi rek Qcell ñoom dañ dugal dara si suñ ñun tam dañ leen war a delloo njukkal ñu jël affaire yi teg ko si toogu yi seen caméra yi sax kaaf seen caméra ñu zoom ko xam nga rek loolu is something that you know ñun tam dañoo ngërëm mine la te ñu ngi laa xamal ne National Scorpion Fans Club executives yi dañ am ñu nga xam ne like we have different kind of people who you know they think widely so we believe that this way whereby suñ ko essayé at least Qcell nañ si gis seen boppa te loolu tax ñu dugal seen koppar si ñun
seetaan football rek nga digal suma doom bi ñu ne Qcell bu ngeen na rek
cause ñoom ñoo yëngal dëkk bi ñoom ñoo def si ñun waaye du Qcell am na Gambian si nga xam ne tamit ñu ngi fo balaa ñu ngi dem nag xam naa di ngeen ñu may time nag ñu gërëm gaay cause like lii fi Gambia la waaye Qcell ñoom ñoo jëloon di lead so ñun itam foog ñu gërëm gaay bu baax ñu xam nga maketal gaay wool bi yëpp xam ne ne du fen fii la affaire si fii
la yokka cere dolli ñee
mun naa woon ne some of my guys buñ ma callee they were in let's say outside the country ne oye ñu ngi la doon seetaan like yéen a ngi sol Qcell TV t-shirts parce que ñun foog nañ ne last game bi ñu ngi doon use this Qcell t-shirt parce que fii leen ñu ko joxe we are giving over 52 t-shirts so last game moom lañ sol foog naa ne loolu tam xam nga rek is another market mu nekk li nga xam ne rafet na trop bu ñuy ñëwee we decide ne dëgg la nekkul affaire ñëpp ñoo mun a dem nekkul ne ñëpp ñoo mun a dem so lan lañ ban stratégie lañ use dañ like within ourselves xam nga fans club bi dañ ko regionalize we have the West Coast nga am LRR am NBR ñu decide ne nañ organise a test game within ourselves nga sax nañ organise a test game diggante xam nga rek KM chapter bi and another chapter let's say West Coast chapter so lan lañ design mooy ñun waa KM we wanna put the QTV Qcell t-shirt pour gis ne tam am nga rek as far as nag ñu ngi si social wall right now na am nga rek dama do social media so that very day ñun ñëpp Qcell t-shirt si leen sol moom lañ play football am nga rek moom affaire si dem na viral daal so mu nekk am nga rek another big team pour ñi nga xam ne ñoo
yaa boy si gàttal National Scorpion Fans Club we believe we are instrument we are tool that you know ku ñu mun a jàppale you will see yourself in us understand Mohamed Dia jël na lead bi doomi réew bi la we believe na xam nga rek Qcell bu soobee yàlla at bii non seen at la 2024 bi nii dafa gën a dem rek bu soobee yàlla so nag gars yi tamit ñëw ñu jàppale nguur gi rek mënut koo def nguur gi rek suñu ne dañoo toog seetaan gars yi dafa métti waaye private sectors yaa ngi fii Mohamed Dia nu mu ko defee nag ñeneen ñu ñëw bokk si mu mun a ne parce que Qcell moom ngàcci ngaaraama dañoo gërëm waale tamit NCC bi ak suñ ambassadeur bi tamit nañ gërëm Bulli bu baax Bulli Diba moom xam nga mooy ambassadeur yi Ivory Coast bi at the same time moo nekk Sierra Leone moom itamit depuis bu mu yëgee ne fans yi or delegates yi NCC ñëw nañ this guy was there since suñ stay bi foofu ba di day bu ñu wiinee sax si next day bi balaa ñuy left sax he have to be at the hotel since si suba du ñu xaar ba balaa ñuy dem you know honorable ambassador Mohamed Bulli Diba ñu ngi ko gërëm bu baax a baax tam just demba tamit mu click ñu dara mu ne ñun itam ñu dampax si sax suñ xool bi sax waaw boobu mu ne ñu jël ko xam nga rek waaw te xam nga rek amuñ doole bi ñun like everything lu ñoo def since 2001 ba tey ñun ñoo ko nekk di ko defal suñ boppa so suñ demee ba stage mu ngi nara ne xam nga rek foog at least ñun itam ñu expect so because xam nga rek always starting is always difficult but as time goes on when people see that you are successing competition we have the high but we thank God that government recognized the National Scorpion Fan Club and it's only one National Scorpion Fan Club that we believe can be in the country.
So aside from the experiences you gathered while in your stay there, you know, what was the learning curve for you? Lol and Vishne, okay, you know, you could have done this differently and lo hamne da ngeen ko fa jangat come next time da ngeen ko def differently. What was that?
Okay, bena like ba njëkkare tala moom Camara Kunda yi ak Touré Kunda yi okay, like as I told them travel is something that you know you learn from it. It's an adventure. When you are out, you are there to learn those people, the way they live, understand that? Because bena day ñun xam nga rek min nañ fi léegi ñu reeree maalo mbaa xam nga rek mbuuro mayonnaise wala ñebe xam nga so de ñu fa isil ñaambi la xaw ma ñaambi ak sauce rek so ku ñëw rek xam nga rek docteur Ndiabe bi di ana mburu ma ne la my friend am na ñu bari ñu nga xam ne ñu ngi doon kaas ñun miinuñ gi suñ dëkka dañ miin mburu ana mburu xam nga rek ma ne la this is how life is when you go to Rome do as Romans do
Absolutely.
waaye at least xam nañ ne after si ñëpp xam nañ ne nekkuñ suñ dëkka we are there to learn what the type of this that they normally prepared, which is very nice. Although meaning ko, why ham nga rek, we have to cope with the situation down there. And then luñ fogg ne tamit loolu lañ war a mun a jàng te yu fa face dañ ko fi wax cause ñun réew bi lañ am te ñu ñoo nekkoon foofu ambassadeur yi réew bi so difficulties santa yàlla society organization we have no difficulties for the first time let me say it clear here for the first time ñu ngi am standard hotel bu nga xam ne ñu fa stay
wow
no disturbance suñ security suñ food everything is perfect kon government bi NCC ak ñu si jàppale yëpp ñu ngi leen di wax ngàcce ngaaraama only difficult buñ am mooy suñ dee dem si stadium bi dañ ci soona cause whenever ñu dem si stadium bi pour dugga sa te ñu dee toon loo balaa ñuy dugga is like they will must waste our time they must waste our time suñ last game bi buñ doon play ak ñu nag Guinée like the shortest wave like fu ñu stay ak stadium bi is like less than 100 meters waaye gis nga beneen yoon bu ñu dem jëli boo balaa ñu ñëw duggawaat we have walked nearly 300 meters lu ñu dox is more than here to Westfield so xam nga rek
te mënoon gën a jaar fu gàtt
ma ne amul benn lu ñu baare waaye security si dañ ne no ñun foog ñu jël long cut bi and then suñ executive si yëpp a si meroon and then we said that this one must be relate to our organizers who you know at least ñoom ñoo ñu lead on although at that moment xam nañ ne ñoom nekkuñ fa woon waaye tamit xam nga ñu sañoon tamit ñu amoon ku ñu fa taxawal ñu jàngee si at least because this is the question that you asked us waaye next time xëy na su ñëw dugga pour ñu am easy access ñu am kenn ko xam ne daf ñu fa taxawal waaye apart from loolu no NCC nii laa leen di jox
waa léegi lu ma bëggoon lan mooy yéen seen future plans Scorpion Fans Club bi ñun waruñoo yëngu rek bu nekkee match rek moo am lii is an organization lii it has to be ongoing waaw okay waaw so at some point tam gis naa ne yéen a ngi focus more on the football understand nga what about suñ volleyball bi what about suñ yeneen sports yi because we are doing it for the nation war nañoo mën a génn ñu support volleyball team bi
Thank you so much. Bob dina si waxaat bu baax a baax a baax. Hit that like ñu bari Gambia so whole majority they only concentrate on soccer, that's football, isn't it? While like volleyball, handball, as you mentioned it, even I believe on the 18th Independence Day they will be having a game. Dañ dee attend yëpp. We attend all activities. Waaye dafa depend tamit so buggee tam ñu dem you must write to us. You don't just expect da ngaa toog sa koñ rek ñu dégg ne ok am na lu happen rek ñu wax la foofu. Okay, like the National Scorpion Fan Club and then the Federation.
Why Fogolona, this is a national duty. I mean, we don't have to write.
No, when it's national duty and then we are national body, at least you need to forward your swing chair, my brother. Remember, we are all responsibilities.
Then wara inform.
Thank you. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. This is not only Gadangan Bakau regla, did it? This is Gambia. Isn't it? Tey jii lu munta happen I think ne Gambia dañ ko war a yéeg ñu nga xam ne dañu dee yéegal nag we make sure we reach out and then give them the best support and then they maybe yéen tamit doo leen dee ne handball I think bu ñu amoon we were there at the stadium yes not long ago couple of months is it like December around November wow
okay
so we were there any activity bu munta happen ci Gambia gannaaw sport la our doors are open. Our doors are open. As we always say, the football more gonna am by rasi dika bifi. Lolu mom ñepp xam nañ ko.
Degala.
Understand why apart from lolu any other activities our doors are
finally oye lo am pour wa bala ñoo tagato.
Waaw. Dina santa Mamadou Bari bu baaxa baaxa.
Waaw bari mena suñ koto.
Sen koto na ko santa bu baaxa baaxa. Ngeen like China bu baaxa baaxa ngeen like début day one ñu na ñom fi ni definitely baax ñu mu séda parce que am rek jappana ci bu baaxa baaxa suñ paré am rek lepp li nga xamne da war nañu ko am rek ne taw
daf ko dé provide
so dañ ko tang bu baaxa tam di tang ñi nga xamne ñoo ñi di kiwsal tamit ak kiw groupe bi tamit ñu ngi leena sante di leen gërëm bu baaxa di leen baalo xel tamit ñun ñi ñu fi tok ñep ñun National Scorpion Fans Club very responsible people ñoo fa nekk
absolutely
I am a journalist working with Star FM Radio. I am an electrician working with also Edward Francis Teaching Hospital.
Wow, nice.
Mom tamit am nga rek mom tam mu ngi liggéey Carnarvon Hospital.
Mu ngi operate nit ñi.
Wow. National Scorpion Fans Club. Department bo soxla indi Gambia am na fofu non. Nekkul ne tok support bi rek ñu fa tek déedéet. We are responsible people so am rek foog ñu wax askan mi ne nekkul ne kon irresponsible people ñoo fa.
Thank you.
We are very responsible.
For the past amon na maybe nit ñi understand the idea behind the Scorpion Fans Club. Why legi people are seeing it.
Yeah. Okay.
The impact.
No, aga Gambia be like one thing la fi realize more so by hell when it is hard dañ la dé té ko fu ñaka fayda. Moreover suñ la gisé yaangi support team bi they don't know you know people will judge you. Why sport goes with fun.
Absolutely. So we have something to hand over?
Yeah, we have something.
Quickly,
but before handing this,
1
minute. Before handing, please, I'm not going to support National Scorpion Fans Club on this AFCON. You see many Q group. Q cell mom ñom dañ leen di gërëm ak UNIP group. The CEO Papa Yusuf Njie. Taxayal na affaire ci torop. Bo ñu fi nekka fele yépp we know how Yusuf Njie has stand for us. Njie Charah tamit.
Njie Charah World Market.
I tell you Njie Charah du kenn mom la mom itam jappalé na li waaye ambassador
Njie Charah
ambassador bi Alaaji Bulli Diba tamit ñu ngi ko gërëm ak fédération bi NCC ñu ngi leen di gërëm bu baax a baax si jàppale bu ñu jàppale club bi boo ñu mën a dem amuñ si benn jafe-jafe waaye loolu tamit after loolu National Scorpion Fans Club executive bi gis nañ ne QCell mënu ñoo dem ñu bàyyi gaay loolu ñu am a very small surprise bu nga xam ne boobu lañ leen di isil xëy na yéen tamit dinañ leen ko hand over ngeen joxe ko CEO bi di ko wanal ne suñ kontaan bi waaw di ko wanal suñ kontaante bi si ñoom daal
waaw jox ko Julde na ko yóbbu ba si Muhammad
thank you
waaw masha Allah
waaw gis na
bi kay war nañ ko aj dinañ ko aj si
waaw dëgg
waaw oh, so, mashallah.
This is what we have for Q Group.
Red, white, blue, white, green.
This is the Gambia. This is what we have. And then we tell them a very big thank you
we
so
appreciate
much.
It.
We appreciate it. Thank you so
CEO
much.
Appreciate nañ liggéey bi te lu mu def fa tamit ñu ko appreciate bu baax.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much. Lu ñoo def mooy am na lu ñoo tëjee together. So let's close this program.